Florida Man is an Imperial IPA brewed by Cigar Brewing in Tampa, Florida. It's available in stores and it's available throughout the state of Florida. At least pretty much everywhere that I've gone in Florida, I've seen it in stores. Double Dragon is an Imperial IPA brewed in Intracoastal Brewing Company in Melbourne, Florida. So this is an East Coast versus West Coast of Florida double IPA or Imperial IPA taste test in comparison. I want to see which one I think is better. Florida Man has an ABV of 8.5%, I believe. Let me just double check this and make sure. I'm pretty sure it is, and it's got to be here on the can somewhere. But yes, I'm pretty sure it's 8.5. I'm freaking seeing on the can, but Double Dragon is also 8.5. Now, these are the double versions or the Imperial versions of High Lie from Cigar City Brewing and Dragon Point from Intracoastal, which I did a beer review comparison taste test of both of those to see which one that I liked better. And what I found out was that Dragon Point was more citrusy going in than High Lie. They both had a good flavor. They're both nice and drinkable. And I chose High Lie over Dragon Point. But, you know, that really depends on how I'm feeling at the time. Because, to me, at first, I liked it. I liked the citrusy hit up front. But then after a few more sips, I thought to myself, well, I'm kind of tired of this citrusy taste already. And I chose the High Lie over Dragon Point. But, you know, if I was to do it at another time, I might have a different outcome or a different opinion. So, now I want to do this blind, and this is going to be difficult because I can tell the difference between them, and you can see that Double Dragon has a bit more head on it than Florida Man. So how can I do this without knowing which one I'm drinking? So I'm going to have to close my eyes and mix these up and hopefully lose track of which one is which by sitting here yapping while I'm doing this so I don't think about it. But I know that when I stick it on my mouth, I might be able to feel the foam, and I might know that I'm drinking Double Dragon. I don't want any kind of bias in this. And I don't think that I have any bias, but you never know. Maybe deep down inside of me, I want Dragon Point or Double Dragon to win because it's Melbourne. It's East Coast. That's where I am, but it really doesn't matter too much to me. So they're mixed up, and I don't know which one's which. You know, I got to eclipse that phone, so I'm gonna have to do this tasting with my eyes closed. I tried not to look at the glasses when I opened my eyes to look at the camera, but I did get a glimpse, and I saw that one of them had more foam on it, so I knew that was Double Dragon. So I'll just do this with my eyes closed, and hopefully I won't have any kind of bias. And I'm not going to smell them first either, because I don't want the smell to influence what I think of the taste. I'll smell them after I taste them. All right, now let's take this one. Okay, kind of citrusy going in, got a nice flavor, not too bitter. I'm pretty sure that was Florida Man because I didn't feel any foam on my mouth. Much more citrusy. much more, whereas it tastes more carbonated. It's got a more carbonated feel to it than the Florida Man, which is what I'm thinking this is, because I'm pretty sure that I felt foam on here. But yeah, this is like the same as Dragon Point is to High Life, where this has a much more citrusy flavor up front, and it's got a much more bitter finish. So it's probably got higher IBUs as well. I don't know what the IBUs are. I'll have to put it on the video when I edit it. Very citrusy going in, and very bittery finish. Where this one is a more consistent flavor going in and the finish. So, open my eyes here, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is the Double Dragon. Yep, I got the glasses marked just so I could make sure. Now let's see how they smell. Not much of an aroma at all. It's interesting when we have a beer and you really can't smell too much of it. And this one doesn't have much aroma either. Maybe it's me. I wonder. I've never had a really great sense of smell. So let me put these over by their respective cans. Here we have Double Dragon and Florida Man. I like Florida Man better. And the reason is I like the citrusy hit going in up front, but I don't like the bitter finish. It's a little bit too bitter, whereas some people might like that bittery finish. For me, it just kind of, the hoppy, citrusy flavor going in then gets replaced by the bitterness at the end. So you kind of have a good taste going in, but you lose it. You lose the taste. Yeah, this one has the good flavor in the finish, whereas this one's flavor goes away. But it's got the good flavor up front. I would say the very first taste, initially, I like Double Dragon, but overall, as it finishes it and I swallow it, this one has the better flavor because it's not being drowned out by the bitterness of this one. So, that makes 2 for Cigar City against Intracoastal. High Life and Florida Man, I think I prefer them to Dragon Point and Double Dragon. So, West Coast, Tampa wins. But if you're in Melbourne and you have a chance to go to the Intracoastal Brewing Company in Melbourne, check it out. They've got a nice selection of beers, and they've got a food truck there that has a pretty good variety. And there are people there a lot. It's a popular place, so it's good. A lot of the locals go there. And I know a lot of tourists go there too, because I've talked to tourists and they were telling me about how they went there. So check it out if you can. And if you want to, you can't get Dragon Point or Double Dragon at the stores. You can only get it in bars, restaurants, and at the brewery. So that's why I had to get this big can. I had to go there and get a crowler because I couldn't buy it at the store and take it home and do this test. Whereas this one, I can go just about anywhere in Florida and get this. I typically have it at the supermarkets, but you won't find this in bars over here. And I don't know if you'll find it in bars on the West Coast, but you will find it in stores. And you will find Highlight in bars even over here. Not all of them, because most of them over here have Dragon Point. But you'll also find Highlight in all the stores. In the supermarkets, in the Walmarts. So, I'm going to drink this can, and I'm going to finish it off with the Florida Man to wash that bitterness taste down. Now, if this had the same flavor in the finish as it did in the beginning, this would be great. I think it's just a tad bit too bittery for me at the end. But I'll still drink it. Don't have a problem too much with it. I just like that one better. There you go. Thanks for watching. Just for shits and giggles, I decided I'm going to take the rest of the Florida Man in this can, which might be about that much, and mix it in here and see how that alters the taste of both of these. We'll see if I still get the citrusy upfront hit, and if it dilutes the bitterness a bit at the end. Could be that this might be the ultimate beer. Maybe I've just invented something crazy and new, and that it's going to take off like a rocket. And again, maybe not. Oh, it's good. Let me see how I like that compared to the regular Florida Man. Yeah, it still has a little bit more. It's like regular Florida Man, but a little bit more citrusy. And yeah, that bitterness is gone at the end. Well, it's still there. No, it's still there. It just comes on a little bit later. And it's really coming on now. But it's kind of a delayed finish. Interesting. But it's good. It's really good. Yeah, that's something else. That is an Imperial IPA.